Hello, good morning, good morning. We are back live after taking a week off to just kind of reset, resettle, get ready for Virgo season and that transition. So that's going to be some of the stuff that we talk about today about moving into Virgo season, the themes that are there, what it's sort of asking of us, maybe the medicine that it will lend to us during this time and how we can cultivate that. So anytime we start off a new season, I always like to bring out my cards and share some imagery so we can tell the story a little bit. So I've got 3 different decks here to show you about Virgo season. Virgo is represented in the tarot by the Hermit. And so very much traditionally, you'll see this guy, he's got a little lantern that he's carrying to guide his way. He's got a shawl, a hood over his head. So there's some mystery there. There's a bit of hiding, turning inwards. But he's also got the staff to keep him very stable and grounded. But to the point of the Hermit, in the Wild Unknown deck, this one is a little bit more centered with that animal energy here. It's a turtle. We're going inwards and we're moving very slowly and we're focused on taking one step at a time. We just came out of Leo season, which is very much putting yourself out there, exposing yourself to the world, very vulnerable type of place. And so after that big expansion, after that big opportunity for growth, there comes a little bit of contraction that follows after that, just naturally, because we're always swinging back and forth on the pendulum. We're always trying to get back into balance. And so after that, this is what we have, a little bit of turtle power that we're channeling. This one's from the Holy Spectrum deck. This is one of the newer ones that I've picked up, very similar to that traditional feel, but here we can see that, again, we've got the lantern to light the way, but there's a bit of an obstacle there. And you can see from the sight line, we're trying to get towards that moon, we're trying to get towards wherever that sort of guiding light is at, but there may be a couple of things that are in the way. So I see this showing its face very much with all of the changes that are happening at the moment, just from nation's perspective, local perspective, global perspective, the collective grief and loss that we are all dealing with at the moment, from the pandemic to Black Lives Matters movement to our voting rights being secured. There's a lot on the table right now, a lot to deal with, even just in day-to-day, figuring out how we're going to care for our children, figuring out how they'll be safe in school. The list kind of seems to get longer and longer by the day. And with all this external stuff happening, it can be really hard to stay connected to those internal shifts, stay connected to what's going on there. So this is a practice that I want to share with you today, because one of the main blessings or gifts that I've found with Kundalini and practicing yoga in general is that mindset shift a little bit when it comes to caring for myself. When I used to be overwhelmed or unsettled by all of these changes, all of these things happening externally, I found that I still had a tendency as a consumer to reach for that external, reach for food, reach for some TV, some entertainment, a distraction, anything to kind of get me out of my head, because I'd have sort of these same recurring thoughts, these same themes, the same sort of narrator popping up in the brain and in the mind. And there's another option that we can just sit with ourselves, although it may be uncomfortable at first, may seem really loud, may feel a lot of unsettling, may even be a little bit painful because of the tension that we're carrying in our body, because we're just waiting for all of these things to go away. And as we've seen, they're not going away, not for now at least. So how can we treat our soul as a temple to return to? We talk a lot about, you hear the body is a temple, the body is a temple. It is, it's a vehicle that we were blessed with in this life to be able to facilitate the actions and the needs and the desire of the soul. But getting in touch with it, that requires us to take some time, to make some time, to sit, to meditate, to really listen to what it is that my body's trying to say to me, what it is that my mind is trying to say to me. And we can work on rewiring some of those neural pathways today. So I've got some breath work for you today. I've got a 22-minute meditation that we're going to work on. Really important time to do 22 minutes. When we do a 22-minute meditation, it basically works on balancing our positive, our negative, and our neutral mind so that we're able to reinvent ourselves in a way and create those new neural pathways rather than sinking into that same train of thought or trying to, use that same tool the same way over and over again, but we're not really getting anywhere. When you rewire the mind, it allows your creativity to shine through, it allows your soul to shine through, it allows you to basically get unstuck. So that's my hope for you today. Whatever you're struggling with, whatever you'd like to bring more of into your life, I hope that you channel that today. Connect to the body, connect to your breath, really focus on just being here now in this present moment with this breath, with the vibrations that you'll be creating with your full body. Let that energize you today. So let's get started. Bring yourself sitting down onto your mat in a cross-legged position. You can either have just you and yourself on the mat. You're welcome to have a rolled up blanket. If you want to get a little bit more height, I've used a meditation cushion. I've used a gardening mat, a pillow, whatever you've got. Just go ahead and get creative with it if you need a little bit more space. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Let it all out. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Continue now at your own pace. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling. Keep it through the nose now. Let your gaze come inward and upward to the third eye, that space just between the brow. Let your breath anchor you in this moment, focusing on the rise and fall, and the subtle movements in your body. Noticing how the breath inhabits the body. Focus on making that inhale and exhale fluid cycle. Rhythm can be smooth. As we allow ourselves to be in the present, Focus now on some of your other senses. So what are the sounds that you're hearing now? One should be the breath. But be mindful, are there any other sounds in your space where you are? Any subtle smells that you may be picking up? Maybe you lit a candle or incense. Maybe you anointed your practice with some nice essential oils for your body. Give yourself a moment to just check in and give yourself some gratitude for making this time today to connect with yourself, to let all the other responsibilities and roles and identities just fall away for now. They'll still be there waiting for you when you're done. So tune in now to your sensation of touch. Maybe you feel the clothing against your skin. Maybe some air circulating. Notice where your body is connected to the ground. Portion of you that is your foundation at the moment. So maybe it is the side of your foot, the side of your leg or shin. Those sit bones underneath your bum supporting you. Whatever it is that you feel, use those areas to push back against the ground as you rise and lengthen up throughout the rest of your body. So lengthening that spine, one vertebrae at a time, almost as if someone is pulling a string up through the top of your head. Again, letting the breath anchor you here and facilitate that lengthening. With your next inhale, let the shoulders bring up towards the ears. On the exhale, roll them down and back so that they sit just a little lower than before. Let the chin be just slightly down and back. Keeping that gaze at the third eye. Letting the heart and the chest be open and lifted. Allowing yourself to take up a bit more of space. From here, let the palms come together, rubbing briskly at heart center. Take a moment to set an intention for today's practice. We're focused on connecting to the soul as a temple, focusing on going inward, on coming home to ourselves. Maybe it's one word, Maybe it's a sentence, a color, a shape. However this inspiration shows itself to you, use that as another anchor for today's practice. When you've got that in your mind's eye, you can find stillness here at heart center, pressing the palms together just slightly, feeling the knuckles of the thumbs against the chest. From here, we'll tune in 3 times with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Calling on all of our ancestors that have come before us, everyone who has chosen to walk the spiritual path to enlightenment, recognizing the wisdom in them and recognizing that that same wisdom exists within us. Let this confidence also anchor you during today's practice. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath. Apply Mulan. So squeeze the anal sphincter, the sex organs. Pull that energy upward and visualize it spiraling from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. And before it's uncomfortable, exhale slowly, smoothly through the nose. Keeping that gaze at the third eye. Let the hands come down either to the tops of the knees in Gyan Mudra, or you can touch the ground if you feel you need a little bit more grounding energy. Just take a moment here to witness the space that you've created. Take the time to scan the body, notice where you still may be hanging on to a bit of tension today. And take the time to celebrate any areas where you may have already created a bit of expansion just from projecting your voice. Very good. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. I'm going to begin a bit of warm up. So keep those hands on the tops of the knees. Begin rotating the heart around the bottom of the spine, the base of the spine. Just getting some movement in those hips. We're going to inhale as we rotate forward. Exhale as we move back. So keeping that gaze inward. Beginning to get some movement in the lower spine, opening up the hips. Very good. On your next exhale, take a moment to pause and then begin rotating in the opposite direction. Still inhaling forward, exhaling back. As we work on and move through these different areas of the body today, you may have different thoughts that arise. You may have different emotions that you're experiencing as we release this tension from the body. The practice today is to stay anchored to the breath. When the thoughts come up, when the stories begin to get made in the mind, how can we just return back to the breath and release those thoughts? Slowly begin to make your circles smaller and smaller as we find a neutral space at center. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. The hands come to the front of the shins. Begin to flex the lower spine, so flexing forward on the inhale, so keeping that chest lifted, flexing backward on the exhale here. I want to keep that head as neutral as possible. Again, keep that gaze at the third eye. Good. Inhale forward. Exhale. Again, take a moment here. Keep that gaze inward. Witness the space that you've created. Very good. Okay, bring yourself into rock pose position now, which is seated on the heels. If you feel any tension in your knees or your knees are giving you issues, you can bring that blanket, that cushion underneath the heels just to give you a little bit more of a prop up, a little bit more of a cushion. That's going to help there. We're going to continue with the spinal flexes, but we're working more from mid to upper this time. So allow the hands to come onto the tops of the thighs. And again, we're still using the breath here, flexing forward on the inhale, flexing backwards on the exhale. Again, keeping that head as neutral as possible. Almost like the head is just sitting on this ball bearing, just weightless. Good. Inhale forward. Exhale completely. Come down out of rock pose. Back into a cross-legged position. Hands come to the tops of the shoulders. Fingers in front, thumbs in back. Here we're rotating from the rib cage. Inhaling as we move left, exhaling as we move right. Being really gentle, really considerate and compassionate with your own range of motion here. You don't want to push anything too far. Just want to open up that heart center, maybe open up the shoulder blades and that back body a little bit. Be mindful that you're keeping those elbows lifted. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, the arms come down. Again, either resting on the tops of the knees or the ground if you need some more grounding energy. Let the breath regulate. Keep that gaze at the third eye. Just witness the space you've created. Okay, from here, begin to use the nose as a guide to rotate the neck in circles. Inhaling as we move up, exhaling as we move down. Again, being mindful here of the tension that you're carrying, your own range of motion. You don't want to tweak anything or push anything too far. Just want to come right up to that edge. Allow the jaw to be relaxed. Allow the muscles on the face to relax here. Take a moment on your next exhale to pause, and then begin rotating in the opposite direction. So inhaling up, exhaling down. Slowly begin to make your circle smaller and smaller until you come to a neutral space at center. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Very good. So that concludes our warm-up. We're going to move straight into our meditation now. And I'll show you the mantra for today. So it's Wahe Guru. So this is sort of the pronunciation here. Wa. You want to get the kind of sound with it. Wahe Guru. And when you hit the R on the Guru, get a little flick of the tongue on the top of the palate. So it's going to be Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, 3 times, and then Wahe Geo. So this is a Gurmukhi, so it's from the mouth of the Guru, based in Sanskrit. And Wahe, or Wa, is this great feeling of ecstasy. It's like a heck yeah type feeling, right? Anytime you want to celebrate something or just be ecstatic about a thing. It brings a lot of joy. So we're ecstatic and we're joyful about Guru, and that is the ability to turn darkness to light or turn ignorance into knowledge, to move through these places, right? So if we're saying, okay, we've got this mountain in our way, that Guru that is inside of us is going to get us past these places, right? We're not always going to be stuck. And then Geo is the soul. So not only are we proclaiming or declaring this great ecstasy, this great feeling, this great joy from being able to move out of these spaces, but we're also celebrating that by coming home to our soul. And that's the real practice, is can we take these times that are overwhelming, these changes that just seem to be beating down on us, and recognize in the moment, okay, how do I reconnect with my soul? How do I turn this pain and this confusion and this suffering into joy as something that I can create, something that I have the ability to produce? So we'll work on producing it here for 22 minutes, and then we'll see if we can take it off of the mat into the world and start to cultivate that. When you feel overwhelmed, when you feel the mental chatter, when you feel these things, how do we remember who we are? How do we return to that soul as a temple and turn it into joy, turn it into something that we can be ecstatic about? So I'll leave this here. I think that you'll be able to see it if you need it. But again, even if you don't stay on the mantra, it's just important to get right back up with it the next time. So we're going to work with, let's see, my favorite version, which is Guru Ganesha's Singh, and it's on the album Grateful Ganesh. And we're going to notice that the speed will pick up, the speed of the mantra will pick up at around the 7-minute mark. So go ahead and get your cushion. If you want something to be seated on to help. 22 minutes, very likely that the legs may fall asleep, the foot may fall asleep. Again, just try to focus on if there's discomfort, knowing the difference between, okay, is there just discomfort and I can move through this, or if you're experiencing pain, take a moment, stretch out your leg if you need to. The magic comes in staying contained though. So let yourself be comfortable in cross-leg position. We're going to do Gyan Mudra for this one. So index finger touching the thumb here. Spine elongated in that yogi posture from the base of the spine all the way up through the crown of the head. Shoulders are back, chest is lifted, chin slightly down and back. Gaze at the third eye. Keep going. Made it through the first speed up. Focus on your voice vibrating through your body. Focus on that sensation in the moment. You got this. Waheguru, 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 Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And now come lying down onto your back for deep relaxation. Going to let all of that work that you just did, let all of that energy circulate through the body, rest, integrate. So let your feet spread as wide as your mat. Let your hands fall away from the sides of your body, palms facing up. Allow the shoulders to fall away from the ears. As you relax your breath, find a way to relax deeper into your support in the ground. Relax the tops of your feet. ankles, calves and knees. Relax the thighs. Relax the hips. As you relax the breath, relax the belly. Relax the lower back. Relax the rib cage and the shoulder blades. Again, melting into your support. Let the shoulders relax as they fall away from the ears. Relax the neck. Relax the jaw so there's space between the teeth. The muscles on the face. The eyes behind the eyelids. Brow, forehead, scalp are all at ease as the head rests gently against the ground. Relaxing the arms, relaxing the elbows, relaxing the hands. Allow yourself now to rest as your body heals its 3 trillion plus cells. Slowly begin to deepen your breath as you return back to your body in this moment in time and space. Begin to invite tiny movements into your fingertips and toes. Begin to rotate the hands around the wrists and the feet, around the ankles, in all directions. On your next inhale, bring the feet together, bring the arms up overhead for a full body stretch. On the exhale, let the knees come into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock from side to side. Massaging that lower back, massaging the kidneys and the adrenal glands. From here, begin to rub briskly the palms of the hands, the soles of the feet. Rub the tongue along the roof of the mouth. From here, you can either rock and roll along the spine at least 3 times to come to seated, or you can simply turn over and push yourself up with your hand. So as we conclude today's practice, we'll close out with the Long Time Sunshine Song. Sending out our peace and blessings to ourselves, to everyone we know, and everyone we have yet to meet along this journey. So take a moment to bring those hands back to heart center. Feel the knuckles against your chest. Return back to that intention that you had set for today. Today, we were focused on honoring the soul as a temple, unsettling, coming home to ourselves, and going inward. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And inhale to sing. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Nam. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be holistically in union with mind, body, spirit. Maybe listen to know what we need to care for ourselves in order to move forward. Satnam. There we go. So thanks everyone for sharing your practice with me today, for doing a 22-minute meditation. That is from the original Aquarian sadhana mantras. So if you would like to know more about those or like to know more about sadhana, leave me some love in the comments below so I know what you're interested in. We also have a full moon circle coming up next Friday, September 4th at 6:30. It's all going to be about Virgo season and self-care and learning how we can peel away those layers, all that external stuff that's coming in, really to hone in on what we need so we can take care of ourselves, better take care of our community around us. So thanks again for joining me. Hope you have a great day, and we will see you next time. Satnam.